Mic check. One, two, three. Hello. Mic check. Hello. Mic check. One, two, three. Hello. Mic.
Hello, 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 mic check. Hello, hello, mic check. Hello, 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 mic check. Hello, 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 mic check. Hello, 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 mic check. Hello, 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 mic check. Hello, 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 mic check. Hello, 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 mic check. Hello, hello.
A very good morning to one and all. We warmly welcome our respected chief guests, esteemed dignitaries, honored keynote speakers, distinguished faculty members, dear participants, and valued guests. It is with great honor and sincere appreciation that I stand before you today at the inaugural session of the 8th Annual Postgraduate Student National Conference hosted by SV Agricultural College, Tirupati under the esteemed Acharya N.G.Ranga Agricultural University. This year's conference is centered around the theme Agri-Tech Nexus, Bridging Science, Sustainability and Food Security. We are truly privileged to have with us eminent scholars and thought leaders whose work, insights and dedication have greatly influenced the academic world. Their presence today adds immense value to this conference. May I now have the privilege of requesting Dr. A.V. Ramana Sir, Dean of Postgraduate Studies, whose scholarly contributions are widely recognized. May I most respectfully request Dr. Rajbir Singh Sir, Deputy Director General, Agricultural Extension, ICAR New Delhi, whose outstanding service and contributions have been truly remarkable, to kindly grace the dais with his presence. With profound respect, I extend a heartfelt invitation to Dr. R. Sharada Jayalakshmi Madam, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Acharya N.G.Ranga Agricultural University, a guiding force of wisdom and excellence, to kindly grace the dais with her presence. It is now Indramani Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Vasantrao Nayak Mathwada, Krishi Vidyapith Parbani, Maharashtra, to kindly join us on the dais. Now, we would like to present bouquets as a token of our appreciation. Next. With great respect and anticipation, I invite Dr. V. Palanimuthu Sir, Director, NIFTEM, Tanjavur, Tamil Nadu, to kindly join us on the dais. I am delighted to welcome Dr. Harikishan Sudhini Sir, Principal Scientist, Groundnut Pathology, ICRISAT Hyderabad, to kindly take his esteemed place on the dais. Likewise, with deep respect, I invite Dr. Manish K. Pandey Sir, Principal Scientist, Groundnut Genomics Genetics Gains Program, ICRISAT, to kindly ascend the dais. It is my honor to invite Dr. M.V. Ramana Sir, Associate Dean, SV Agricultural College, a distinguished academic leader, to kindly join us on the dais. With respect, I invite Dr. D. Sumati Madam, Associate Director of Research, RARS Tirupati, to kindly take her place on the dais. Finally, may I extend a warm invitation to Dr. D.
Thank you, Ma. And now may I request all the members to stand for University Song.
వెలసినట్టి అధునాతనాలయం అదే అదే మన వ్యవసాయ విశ్వవిద్యాలయం. శిక్షణ బోధన పరిశోధనలతో విస్తరణ ఆచరణ ఫలితమ్ములతో వీధుల ఎగరేసెను విజయ పతాకం. విశ్వమానవోన్నతియే విజయ రహస్యం. వ్యవసాయ విభాగాల ఆధారిత రంగాన సాంకేతిక శిక్షణతో శాస్త్రీయ సలహాలతో వృత్తిలోన నైపుణ్యం వృద్ధి చేయుటే లక్ష్యం బోధనతో మేధస్సును పంచడమే ఆశయం అనుక్షణం సాయం చేయు భావన ఫల సాయం భూసారం వృద్ధి చేయు యోచన ప్రతికూలత తొలగిల్చుటే పరిశోధన అది మార్గమయ్యేలా అంతమాత జాతికంత అన్నపూర్ణ అయ్యేలా రైతన్నల అభివృద్ధికి పెనుబాటలు వేస్తూ ప్రపంచాన పచ్చదనపు రంగు నింపు నిలయం ఆంధ్రనాట వెలసినట్టి అధునాతనాలయం అదే అదే మన వ్యవసాయ విశ్వవిద్యాలయం.
Now I request the dignitaries on the dais to join the chief guest to light the lamp. For lighting the lamp. Now I request Dr. N.G.Ranga, Associate Dean of SV Agriculture College, Tirupati, to give his welcome address.
Guest Dr. Rajbir Singh Ji, Deputy Director General, Agriculture Extension, ICR, New Delhi. Revered Vice Chancellor of Angravu, Dr. R. Sarda Jayalakshmi Sir, Dr. Indramani, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Vasantrao Nayak, Marathwada Krishi Vidyapit, Parbani, Maharashtra. Krishna Sudhini, Principal Scientist, Groundnut Pathology, and Dr. Manish Pandey, Principal Scientist, Groundnut Genomics, Genetics, Grain Program from ICRISAT. Renewed Tirupati, Dr. Sumti Ma'am, Dynamic Professor Agronomy, Organizing Secretary, APGSNC 2025, Dr. D. Subramanyam, Exceptional Student Organizing Secretaries, M. Kalyani, V. Mohan, P. Pavan Kalyan, and K.G. Balaji, vibrant postgraduate students and delegates from all India who have come from different parts of country, distinguished faculty members, SV Agriculture College, Tirupati, as well as RARS Tirupati, SV Veterinary University, Tirupati, and adjoining institutions, non-teaching staff, and dear friends, print and electronic media friends, a warm and heartfelt welcome to this grand confluence of intellect and innovation. Today, as we gather under the august banner of Angravu's 8th Annual Postgraduate National Conference, our hearts swell with pride to host such a luminous gathering on 22nd and 23rd April 2025, that is today and tomorrow, at SV Agriculture College, Tirupati. This year's theme, Agri-Nexus, Bridging Science, Sustainability, and Food Security, resonates with vital need for integrated solutions to address climate change, resource scarcity, and global food insecurity. Sri Venkateswara Agriculture College, Tirupati, located at the foothills of Lord Balaji in the temple city founded in 1961 is one of the oldest and most esteemed institutions under ANGRAU with a legacy of academic excellence and social commitment. Our alumni are making remarkable contributions globally as scientists, policymakers, administrators, and educators. Hosting this conference in Tirupati, a city steeped in spiritual, cultural heritage, adds unique aura of inspiration. Agriculture is not merely a science, it is the soul of civilization. In this room, we unite the torchbearers of this sacred discipline as educators, students, and pioneers from state agriculture universities and ICR institutes. Each of you carries a promise of progress, whether through groundbreaking research, transformative extension work, or the relentless pursuit of sustainability. This conference is testament to our shared vision to evaluate the Indian agriculture into era of resilience, equity, and abundance. Let us remember that the seeds we sow here today will nourish the fields tomorrow. To our brilliant project, intellectual journey, enlightenment, and inspiration. I welcome once again and may this conference sow the seeds of golden harvest for our nation. Thank you and Jai Kisan and Jai Vignan, Jai Anusandhan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Ramana Garu, for extending a very warm welcome to the esteemed dignitaries as well as the participants pan-India. Now I request Mr. V. Mohan, PhD scholar, to present a brief report on Annual Postgraduate Student National Conference 2025. Mr. V. Mohan, please.
It is with immense pride and a deep sense of honor that I, V. Mohan, PhD scholar, SV Agriculture College, Tirupati, stand before you as the Student Organizing Secretary of the 8th Annual Postgraduate Students National Conference 2025. On behalf of the organizing committee, I extend a heartfelt welcome to all the dignitaries present with us today. We are deeply honored by the presence of our chief guest, distinguished guests of honor, esteemed scientists, and the student delegates. Your presence truly enriches the value and spirit of this conference. In 2017-18, ANGRU initiated the annual postgraduate student national conference, which is continuing the legacy of fostering academic excellence and professional growth among young research scholars. The journey of APGS-NC began with a simple yet powerful idea to build a common academic platform for postgraduate students across the nation to come together, present their research, and engage in knowledge exchange that transcends the institutional and regional boundaries. Now, for the 8th edition of APGS-NC, we have committed ourselves to actualizing and finalizing the conference theme and the brochure and officially launching the national conference with the title Agri-Tech Nexus, Bridging Science, Sustainability and Food Security. We have ensured wide publicity by reaching out all the SAUs, CAUs and ICR institutes, including through social media platforms, and invited the authors to submit the abstracts under the themes, namely genetic innovations and molecular breakthroughs for sustainable agriculture and smart farming for sustainable production and resource optimization, integrated crop production for resilient agro ecosystems, agri-tech, community science, and more than 700 abstracts, the highest number ever recorded in the history of APGS-NC. The contributions have came from Kashmir to Kerala and from Manipur to Gujarat, truly making this a full-fledged national conference. To honor and preserve these academic contributions, the compendium of abstracts will carry an ISBN number, making it a recognized and a citable academic resource, and this is also first time. Apart from ANGRU, registrations came from PJTAU Telangana, TNAU Tamil Nadu, MPKV Maharashtra, IGKV Chhattisgarh, Jawaharlal Nehru, Krishi Vishwa Vidyalaya Madhya Pradesh, KAU Kerala, Assam Agriculture University Assam, MPUAT Rajasthan, GB Pant University of Agriculture Uttarakhand, Navsar Agriculture University Gujarat, Central Agriculture University Manipur, IARA New Delhi, NDRA Karnal, IAHR Bengaluru, Krida Hyderabad, NBAIR Bengaluru, and so on. And this is initially a national conference, but our participants have made it international as we have received registration from World Vegetable Center Taiwan and University of Illinois Chicago, United States. This conference represents 18 SAUs, 1 CAU, 6 research institutes, 2 non-agriculture institutes, and 1 international university and 1 international research institute, with a total of 29 participating institutes and universities, representing a total of 16 states and 2 union territories. The submitted abstracts were scrutinized by our technical committee and selected for presentations. Under theme 1, there were 112 poster presentations, 50 oral presentations. Under theme 2, 150 posters, 37 oral. Theme 3, 74 and oral 40. And theme 4, 185 posters and 52 oral presentations, making it a total of 700 presentations with 521 posters and 179 oral presentations. This conference reflects the vision of Vikasit Bharat 2047 by emphasizing innovation, sustainability, and inclusive growth in Indian agriculture. Moreover, it aligns with the global development agenda by addressing 6 out of 17 sustainable development goals, namely no poverty, zero hunger, industry, innovation and infrastructure, responsible consumption and production, climate action, and life on land. These goals are deeply interconnected through themes of soil health, sustainable agriculture, and advancements in agri-technology. This two-day conference features 4 thematic sessions and a plenary session with lead paper presentation by the eminent personalities and the selected oral and poster presentations by the masters and doctoral students. Coming to the schedule, the oral presentations will be on day 1 for the theme 1 at the conference hall, 2nd floor, SVAC. Time will be from 2 to 4 p.m. For theme 2, IDP hall, SVAC from 2 to 4 p.m. For theme 3, agronomy seminar hall, 2 to 4. And for theme 4, veterinary auditorium here itself from 2 to 4. And the remaining presentation will be continued on the same venue on day 2, but the timing will be from 9 to 11 a.m. Coming to the poster presentations, on day 1, the theme 1 will be presented in UG examination hall, time from 2 to 4 p.m. For theme 2, the same venue from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. On day 2, the posters will be presented from theme 3, In the same venue, 9 to 11, for Team 4, same venue, 11:30 to 1:30 p.m. And I request all the participants must be present for their presentation during the sessions. Wishing you a enriching academic experience and a pleasant stay in Tirupati, the spiritual capital of India. We appreciate your patience and understanding in case of any inconvenience. Before I conclude, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor Angru, Dr. R. Sarada Jayalakshmi Madam, and Dean PG and President of APGS NC 2025, Dr. A.V. Ramana sir, and Associate Dean SV Agricultural College Tirupati, Dr. M.V. Ramana sir, and the Organizing Secretary and PGOAM SV Agricultural College Tirupati, Dr. D. Subramaniam sir, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Mr. Mohan, for presenting an excellent report containing all the details for the benefit of the dignitaries here as well as the participants. Now it is my turn to present the presidential address. Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam, Dr. R. Sarada Jayalakshmi Devi Garu, respected Chief Guest of today's event, Dr. Rajbir Singh Ji, Deputy Director General, Agriculture Extension, ICR, New Delhi, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Vasantrao Naik Marathwada Krishi Vidyapith, Parbani, Dr. Indramani Ji, then Dr. V. Palnamuthu, Director, Indian Institute of Food Processing and Food Processing Technology, Tanjore, then Dr. Harikrishna Sudhini, Principal Scientist Pathology and Global Groundnut Lead, ICRISAT, Hyderabad. Dr. Manish K. Pandey, Principal Scientist, Genomics and Molecular Breeding, ICRISAT, Hyderabad. Dr. M.V. Ramana, Associate Dean, SV Tirupati. Dr. V. Sumati, ADR, RAR Tirupati. Then Dr. D. Subramaniam, Organizing Secretary of this wonderful event. Esteemed dignitaries, special invitees, respected faculty members, dear scholars, students, participants, then press and media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and warm greetings to you all. It is a great honor and privilege to address this distinguished gathering at the inauguration of the 8th Annual Postgraduate Students National Conference organized here at SV Agriculture Tirupati, a cradle of agriculture innovation, academic excellence, and committed to serve to the farming community for over 60 years. Then at the outset, I extend a heartfelt welcome to each of the distinguished dignitaries gracing this occasion. We are especially honored by the presence of Dr. Rajbir Singh Ji, Deputy Director General, Agriculture Extension, ICR, New Delhi, whose pioneering contributions to agriculture extension have set new benchmarks in farmer-centric innovation and knowledge dissemination across the country. We are equally privileged to host Professor Dr. Indramani Ji, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Vasantrao Naik Marathwada Krishi Vidyapith, Parbani, a visionary leader and an accomplished academician in the field of farm mechanization and sustainable agriculture. Our deepest appreciations and warmest welcome to Dr. V. Palnamuthu, Director NIFTEM, Tanjore, known for advancing innovations in food processing and technology. Dr. Harikishan Sudhini and Dr. Manish K. Pandey, eminent scientists from ICRISAT, whose path-breaking research in groundnut pathology and genomics continue to contribute globally to crop improvement and resilience. We are fortunate to have with us Dr. R. Sarada Jayalakshmi Devi Garu, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Angru, whose visionary leadership and unwavering support have elevated the standards of research and postgraduate education across our university. To each of you, thank you for accepting our invitation and for inspiring our young minds through your presence, your words, your exemplary work. The theme of this year's conference, Agri-Tech Nexus, Bridging Science, Sustainability and Food Security, could not be more timely or relevant. As the world grapples with the complex challenges of climate change, resource degradation, population pressure, and nutritional insecurity, the need for science-driven, sustainable, and scalable solutions in agriculture has never been more urgent. This conference is not just an event. It is a platform for thought leadership, a melting point of ideas, and above all, a celebration of the vibrant intellectual energy of our young scholars from across India. The four thematic areas, ranging from genetic innovations to smart farming, crop protection, socio-economic shifts, underscore the breadth and depth of scientific dialogue we hope to foster over the next 2 days. We are proud that this platform is entirely scientific, student-centric, conceptualized, coordinated, and delivered with enthusiasm and academic rigor by the students themselves. Such initiatives symbolizes the very spirit of participatory learning and collaborative leadership, and I extend my heartfelt appreciations to the organizing committee, mentors, and faculty coordinators for their commitment and vision. Dear postgraduates and research scholars, you are the torchbearers of new era in agriculture, the next generation of agrarian change makers. Whether your work involves cutting-edge molecular technologies, precision-driven farming systems, innovative post-harvest solutions, or community-centric interventions, it must be guided by a clear and compelling purpose to build a food secure system that is resilient, inclusive, and sustainable. Let this conference ignite your curiosity, deepen your engagement, and empower you to think boldly, collaborate widely, and transcend disciplinary boundaries for a meaningful impact. I urge you to use this opportunity not just to present data or results, but to exchange ideas, challenge assumptions, and inspire each other. In every oral or poster presentation, in every thematic session and panel discussion lies a chance to sharpen your scientific outlook and broaden your professional horizons. To the esteemed dignitaries, scientists, and faculty members present here, thank you for your continued support in nurturing this vibrant academic culture. Your guidance, your mentorship, your presence here today are not just symbolic, but deeply motivating the student community. As a university, Anguru is proud of its legacy in agriculture education, research, and extension. And this conference is yet another step in strengthening our commitment to excellence. Let us reaffirm our collective responsibility to bridge the gap between science and society and to ensure that our research is not only academically robust, but also practically transformative for farmers and communities. I also take this opportunity to sincerely acknowledge and thank the distinguished dignitaries who have graciously consented to deliver keynote addresses and lead thematic sessions. Your insights and expertise will undoubtedly enrich the scientific discourse and inspire the young minds gathered here today. Before I conclude, I wish all the participants an enriching and inspiring conference. May the deliberations of these 2 days sow the seeds of future collaborations, innovative research, and meaningful impact. Let the agri-tech nexus we explore here lead us to a future where science empowers sustainability and innovation ensures food security for all of us. Thank you, Jai Hind and Jai Kisan. Now I request Dr. V. Pallamuthu Garu, our distinguished guest of honor, to address the gathering.
Andarikku namaskaram. Honorable Vice Chancellor of this great university, we knew as an Angru, APAU, now become an Angru. Distinguished Chief Guest of today's function, respected Dr. Rajveer Singh Ji, Deputy Director General ICAR, my long-time friend and Honorable Vice Chancellor from Marathwada Agriculture University, Parbhani, Dr. Indramani Mishra Ji, today's President of the function, Dr. Ramana. There are a couple of 3 Ramanas here. 2 Ramanas are one is senior, other one is my classmate, third one is today's President of the function. So many Ramanas in Andhra Pradesh. And we have distinguished speakers from Krida, ICRISAT, and of course, distinguished faculty from this university, especially from SV Agricultural University, Tirupati. Invited speakers, all the delegates from different parts of the country, and my dear students from this great university. Good morning to all of you. How many of you know NIPTAM Tanjavur? An institution of national importance like any other IIT or NIT. Of course, throughout my life, I was in the North system. I am still a professor of GKVK, a great university, University of Agricultural Sciences, Bangalore. I am very intimately associated with this North system. Without mic also, my voice is audible. I used to address a lot of farmers' rallies. Today, I am the first speaker, probably after our presidential address. Let us know what is the history behind this postgraduate students national conference. We had one distinguished professor, many of the agriculture scientists know, Professor Ganeshaya. He's a breeder, but par excellence in natural sciences. He's very good entomology in many other fields. Natural science man. Now he become a writer in Kannada. He's a professor from US, Bangalore. When he became a Dean PGS, he found that most of the theses published from the university in the North system, especially agricultural universities, we do lot of research, tons of research, but not getting published. And then rating of these universities by ICR, it came into existence. Then ranking, when it comes to our ranking, you need publications. But a lot of our research is not getting published. He brought up a brilliant idea. Postgraduate Science Week, a decade back. He brought that. I was also there at that time as a professor there. And distinguished speakers, even Nobel laureates were brought as a speakers to address the students. And then they were asked to, the postgraduate, PhD students were asked to present their work. The final year, third year PhD students were compulsory have to present oral presentation. All the PG students, master degree students, they have to put paper presentation. And that will be published as a book. That becomes the first publication of the student. That was the beginning of that, this PG national conferences. And every year, later on, after 2 years, it was made mandatory in the Senate, that is academic council, that postgraduate students should compulsorily present a paper, minimum 2 papers. And now it become 2 papers they have to publish in many universities. Because of ranking only, this all came into existence. It was given a good opportunity and a good platform for really to show your skills in presenting your work. That is what they started from there. And I really appreciate Angru now has taken forward, and they have asked, it made it as a national conference. It gives a much better platform for you to give your present in front of a wider audience about your work. Now, if I really see the title, theme of this today's conference, Agri-Tech Nexus. What is that nexus? Agriculture itself is a technology. It may be a way of life, but it requires a lot of technology nowadays to really double the farmer's income. This nexus, for what for? This is for actually a bridging the science with food sustainability and food security. All of us agricultural based, most of the people are from North system, and we know we produce a lot of commodities. How many of usually in most conferences, most places, most talks, you will see that your vice chancellor or big dignitaries speak about we produce 332 million tons of food. But are we producing only 332 million tons of food? How many of you agree with this? We produce much more than 1,000 million tons of food. I'll just give you the figures. 332 is only food grains. Food grains only. It may be rice, wheat, pulses, oil seeds. What about other crops? Horticulture produced 345 million tons of fruits and vegetables, tea, coffee, mushroom, all kinds of things. You take poultry, we produce about 145 billion numbers of egg, and we produce nearly 10 million tons of meat, 16 million tons of fish, and then about 140, I think 230 or 240 million tons of milk. All these things, if you put together, it is more than 1,000 million tons of food. If you want food security for a country like ours with 1.4 billion population, you need a large food basket. Large food basket indeed. And we were shipped to mouth people once upon a time when during our independence. Now we have sufficient food to feed for all people. Still, a lot of people go with only 1 meal a day, not 2 meals a day in this country, because distribution is a problem. Then comes sustainability. Day in, day out, our soil scientists, agronomists, all people tell our soils are getting degraded, water is becoming scarce. Sustainability becomes a big problem. Sustainability can be seen in different angles. One angle is production per se, how to sustain this production to feed our population. This is not sufficient. Maybe down the line in 2050, this production may not be sufficient. We have to increase this to probably more than 425 or 450 million tons in the cereal grains. Where from we get? We have to sustain in soil, water, all kinds of things. Sustainability you can see in another angle as well. Circular economy is the buzzword today. The buzzword today in government circles, in all secretary level meeting is circular economy. What is that circular economy? Economy was circular only for a long time, but more importance has come now. Why? Because we need to produce food, we need to process food to double the income, because just production you will not get revenue what you are supposed to get. Doubling the farmer's income, the dream of our Prime Minister will never come to the reality unless you do some kinds of processing, at least primary processing at the farm gate level. Secondary processing, tertiary processing, we will leave it to the higher levels, food technologists, food scientists and other people. But primary processing, invariably farmers have to do it. Something I think in theme 4 it will come in this session. Now there are a lot of byproducts and agro residues. This can be recycled. You can produce edible films or sustainable, films to replace plastics for packaging material from lot of agri residues. Agronomists will tell you in the course 101 agronomy that 1 kg of grain you produce, 2.5 kg is the other residue, crop residue. Thumb rule, need not be exact. Now what to do with that? Something goes for fodder, but the places like Punjab or Haryana, Western UP, you don't have that many animals to eat. And if you transport to the place where the fodder is required, the transportation cost is too huge. That means you have to convert those agro residues into useful products. Maybe a packaging material. Maybe for this auditorium, you can put a very good insulation boards. You can produce from rice straw or other agro waste, cotton stalks and other things. This is called circular economy. You produce mango pulp, just drinking mango maza will not give you maza. Okay, you have to go one step further. There is a mango kernel. See, after all, any fruit, if you take not more than 50-60% is edible. Remaining goes as say pomace in the industry. It's huge problem. You dump your mango peel into a field, the soil gets spoiled. You have to do something that you have to. It's a very good organic manure, provided if you properly process it and distribute it. Once upon a time, Kayar was a menace in every place. I come from Coimbatore district, highest coconut cultivation is in my district. Everywhere coconut trees. But the Kayar used to be mounds and mounds. It's almost like a hill in every village. Now, you will not find 1 kg pith there now. Because there was some brilliant people like our Kamaraj, Kairan, man, he produced cocoa peat and exported to Europe. and everybody started exporting Europe. This is called circular economy. You produce and use everything, whatever you produce, into some useful things. This is what the aim of this sustainability is all about. You know, food processing per se is an energy guzzler. You need a lot of energy to process food. People say only 2% processed earlier. Rice, wheat and all processed, almost everything is processed. Fruits and vegetable we are processing much less. Fruits also we process almost 8%. I can give you many things. Maybe I have a lecture, lead talk in the afternoon session. There are a lot of people to speak, and I would like to end my talk here. I really wish the organizers, the man who came as secretary, postgraduate, probably is a PhD student, he has given the list of activities. I really appreciate the students who have taken a lead for this program. I appreciate and congratulate the Dean Postgraduate Studies for organizing this program, giving opportunity to our young generation. See, I will talk about your future maybe in the end, in my lecture, provided if I get a chance, because I have to leave back by about 2 o'clock, maybe 2:30, because tomorrow morning I have other engagement. I hopefully will start by 2 o'clock right time. I'll speak for 15-20 minutes and go. I'll give my thought about your future, what really you should become in my lecture at that time, keynote at that time. Thank you very much for inviting me. Our Dr. Ramana, because of my classmate Ramana, he was the man, continuously called me several times, otherwise I would not have come. Of course, Balaji invited me. After 25 years of marriage, first time we came to see Balaji. And of course, he permitted me to visit yesterday in break darshan. Thank you very much, Tirupati. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Pallamuthu Garu, for your inspiring speech, which has taken our audience from the history, fast forwarding to the future. The message we received from your inspiring speech is use, reuse and recycle. That's what our students surely emulate from your message. Now, may I request Dr. Harikishan Sudhini, Principal Scientist, Groundnut Pathology, ICRISAT, Patanchir, Hyderabad, to address the young minds. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Distinguished guests on the dais, Dr. Sharda Jayalakshmi Madam, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Acharya N.G.Ranga Agriculture University, and other distinguished guests on the dais, Dr. Rajbir Singh Ji, DDG Extension ICAR, and Dr. Indramani Ji, and Palanimuthu Ji, and several other university authorities, Dr. A.V. Ramana, M.B. Ramana, and Srimati Madam, and my colleague Manish from ICRISAT, and distinguished faculty members of ANGRU, and my beloved students. Good morning, everyone. I'm super excited to be here actually today, because this was the first time I'm attending this type of conference, students-related conference. I attended many national, international conferences, but this is quite different from those type of conferences, because I also started my journey like you, exactly 30 years ago. So it's 30 years, my BSc, MSc, PhD, and my professional experience with ICRISAT 15 years, total together 30 years of experience. So I'm very glad to be here, and I thank the university authorities for extending invitation to ICRISAT, and particularly to me and to Manish to come and to meet all of you. So there were many students actually come to ICRISAT to do their master's and PhD thesis work. At any given point of time, approximately 150 postgraduate students will work in ICRISAT on various disciplines. You name it, any discipline, like economics, social sciences, or crop improvement like genetics and plant breeding, entomology, pathology, physiology, seed science, or other disciplines. So I always tell one important thing to the students actually. It is not about one discipline. So you may be working in a discipline in which you will become an expert at the end of your PhD, be it pathology or entomology. But overall, a student should develop a kind of broader view on agriculture. So what are the key challenges in agriculture, not only in India, globally? So that is very, very important perspective. Each and every student should learn to understand the global challenges in agriculture. So then only you can contribute something to solve such kind of big challenges. So that is one of the most important thing every student should learn. And also the student should learn the journey of agriculture in India actually. So when we got independence, how was our situation? We were unable to feed our population. We don't have enough food grain production when we got independence. So that was the time we call it as ship to mouth phenomenon. That means the food grains used to come in the ship to the port areas, and from there it distributed to the individuals. That is was called as ship to mouth phenomenon. From there, so the work like great scientists like luminaries in agriculture sciences, Professor M.S. Swaminathan and Dr. Norman E. Borlaug, when they introduced high-yielding varieties that resulted in the green revolution in the late 60s, and dramatically we improved our food grain production and we reached
also learned and we are trying to implement whether in personal life or also in our research. And if you see Hari just mentioned that about food security and other things, if you see maybe our like 60, 70 years of journey. So what we did basically that to feed ourselves, we pumped in like some more resource intensive cropping systems. I mean to say now climate change is coming. What I am trying to say, while we are solving one problem, actually somehow indirectly we created another problem. Okay, to make it more relevant, if we are sitting, Hari mentioned about temperature, if we are sitting here outside temperature is let's say 40 degree, here we are sitting at around some 22 degree, that means the temperature degree that we are enjoying here less, our some of the farmers or the people living, the temperature when it is increases or increased, they are the sufferers. Now if you see like the industrialization, if you see the developed countries, they did all sort of things to get developed. They were all actually not climate friendly. The type of energy being used, they have really destroyed the climate change. Now you see who are the sufferers actually? As we are giving example that we are enjoying AC and the other people outside are the sufferers. So developed countries that created problem by them, now the developing countries are the sufferers. And just to write, one of the guests mentioned here that in India, suppose many of the places if you get one meal or two meal, I will say even in Africa if you go, actually one meal is good. Three is completely it's a luxury to have. So no food, many of the countries you might have been hearing in the news also. What I am saying here, in India, not only like we should think about like we have to feed the Indian. Now this economy is like global economy is very much like interdependent. Now we cannot ignore others if you want to develop ourselves. That means the young generation that we have today, they are filled with all kind of resources that we did not had previously. Now there are no excuses with you. So all the sort of technology that you need that is available so that you can thrive in your areas to solve those problems. Now each luxury, please remember that when you are solving your problem, of expectations from you, but there is a word stage set for you to thrive, succeed, and get glory. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Manishji, for dwelling upon the impacts and implications of climate change. The kind of awareness you have created is really the need of the hour, and you have in fact given the global perspectives of climate change. Thanks for your presence as well as presentation of your views. Now I think this is the time for release of publications. I request Ms. Prezi to come forward and organize the release of publications.
We now move to a special and significant moment, the release of APGSNC 2025 Compendium. I request our esteemed chief guest along with the honored dignitaries to kindly come forward for the official release. Coming to next, Research Highlights 2022. Next, release of Student Admission Records 2024 to 25. Next, release of leaflets in Telugu by various departments. First, తేనెటీగల ప్రాముఖ్యత విలువ ఆధారిత ఉత్పత్తులు by Department of Entomology. I request the head of the Department of Entomology to come on to the dais. Next, moving to సేంద్రియ ఎరువుల ఉత్పత్తి అవగాహన మృతికా శాస్త్ర విభాగం by Department of Soil Science. I request the HOD of Soil Science to please join the dais. Next, coming to జీవన ఎరువుల మరియు తెగుళ్ళు నివారణలో ఉపయోగించే జీవ నియంత్రణ సూక్ష్మజీవులు by Department of Pathology along with HOD sir. వ్యవసాయ పర్యాటకంపై పరిచయం by Department of Extension along with HOD Madam. Now I request President of the function, Dr. A.V. Ramana Sir, Dean of PG Studies, to conduct the proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ms. Prezi. Now, I request the distinguished guest, Dr. Professor Indramani ji, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Parbani, to address the gathering.
Thank you very much. Dr. A.B. Ramanaji, Dean of Postgraduate Studies. My very close friend and a great scientist and Deputy Director General Extension, Dr. Rajveer Singh. We know each other from last more than 25 years, and he has served the nation in different capacities, and of late he has joined as Deputy Director General Agricultural Extension, which is very important portfolio of ICAR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research. Madam R. Sarda Jayalakshmi Devi, a wonderful name, a wonderful work, a very deserving Vice Chancellor. Let me tell you, my dear friends, in all different meetings of the Vice Chancellors, we meet and she presents the university's interest and university's viewpoint and university's work and university's interest in a very, very articulated manner. And never she missed the chance to present the university's view. Congratulations. She has been basically inviting me since long. This I took as an opportunity to come here and to meet you all. Thank you, Madam, for inviting me. My friend, long-time friend, Palani Muthu Saab. Today morning only I knew that he is Director NIFTM. He was a wonderful faculty at this IGKB, Bangalore University, and a wonderful lab. I was just asking who is looking after that lab, because for a scientist it becomes very difficult. Once you are selected for some position, pain. So if you have not, that's why always I advise the people that, try to prepare someone who can replace you better than what you are doing. And I'm sure that he must have done this because this wonderful lab, there should be a person better than Palani Muthu Sahab, so that he should not feel his absence in the lab. A very good person, thorough gentleman, and it is nice. One of the advantages of attending this conference is to meet him. Then our friend, Dr. Manish K. Pandey from ECRISAT, and also Hari Kishan ji, both are groundnut specialists. Dr. Pandey I hosted recently for Pulse meeting, and organizing team, whole organizing team is there, all three Ramanas. All three Ramanas are my friends, so wonderful. And Madam, morning I met you. You are looking after the great responsibility of here in Andhra Pradesh and other organizing secretary. Ladies and gentlemen, faculty members, heads of division, and my dear students, it's a great opportunity to be with you this morning, and I wish a big success to this conference, and I give a lot of importance to this conference. The title itself is very, very important, my dear friends. First thing, to organize PG level national conference, and my student friend told that it has become international conference. You are the future of Indian agriculture, and any conference which is organized for you, by you, for you, is future of Indian agriculture. That's beside the path of future Indian agriculture. Very, very important. I have been in IARI whole of my life, from master student till joined at research at IARI New Delhi. So we dealt with only PG. So that's why this PG word is very dear to us. And my dear friends, you are not, you are very, very important. As I said that in IRI, our estimate is the 50% research work contribution of IRI comes from student research, quality research, very, very quality research. And that's why my friend Hari Krishna indicated that do good work, analyze that one, present good work, writing a skill he emphasized, that becomes very, very important. The title as, Agri-Nexus, Agri-Tech Nexus. And my friend Palani Muthu Sahab also, little bit touched that point that in today's era, my dear friends, in 21st century, engineers must know biology and biologists must know engineering. I was in one of the big university of Canada, and in biosystem engineering at the gate it was written, and I'm talking about 2004, not now, 2004. The motto was, engineers of 21st century must know biology and agriculture, and agriculturists or biologists of 21st century must know engineering. And that is what is the basically core concept of this conference, Tech Agri Nexus. It's not nexus, that gap and compartmentalization must be broken. And you should be, technologist. And the other thing is what the word says now, that future agriculture is engineering agriculture. Future agriculture is engineering agriculture. So engineering is what Dr. Pandey said, the research which he used to do in 3 years during his days, because of technology and because of engineering, you can do in 6 months. And that's why all new techniques are coming, accelerated breeding and, all fast methods of research are coming, because time is very precious and time needs to be saved. To my student friends, you are in a very, very great profession. Please remember, in my reckoning, if 2 sciences in this country has made remarkable progress, one is space science and other is agriculture science. Dr. Rajveer Singh ji. From 50 million tons to near 350 million tons, from almost nil to near 400 million tons of fruits and vegetables and grain, and it was very well analyzed by Palani Muthu Sahab. And then Hari Krishna ji said, from ship to mouth to present stage, where our Prime Minister says, if need arises, we can feed the whole nation. That has not come just by chance, that has not come just easily. That has come through a great nexus, great effort between the done by scientists, by farmers, by policymakers, and by industry. So this we should understand. All these 4 pillars have worked relentlessly, have worked hard. And that's how we say that, we are the either first or second in any, agriculture commodity production. Becoming first is not a small thing, and Rajveer Singh ji will explain in his presentation that how that first we have become and what we need to do, and that's why this PG research as such is very, very important to sustain there, to remain Becoming first is one thing, but sustaining at first level and sustaining with this production, what we are mentioning is altogether different, my dear friends. That needs to be done. By 2047, we need more than 500 million tons of food grains and more than 700 million tons of fruits and vegetables. That too quality food, quality fruits and vegetables. We have been now working on biofortified things, whether in millets or other food grains. My friend mentioned that by December end 2026, we have to be self-sufficient in pulses. Lot of efforts are going on. My university is working very hard. They have come out with some great pulses varieties and oil seed varieties. Last 1 year, they have been released, in pulses, in particularly peasant pea. We have a variety that Rajveer Singh I shared with you that up to at farmers field 18 to 19 quintal per acre. Godavari, its name is Godavari. You might have read, and that we are basically at the threshold of bringing protein revolution. Farmers are earning 1 lakh per acre. That kind of work universities and ICR institutions are doing. Similarly, in oil seed, safflower, we released 2 varieties very recently, and their oil content is 30% plus. And we are ready to release Dr. Pandey oil seed variety of safflower, 35% and 40% oil content. That too by traditional methods we are doing, and we need your support with all advanced method to take the things further higher. Agriculture is, my dear friends, very, very important. In July 2021, if you remember, Honorable Prime Minister called a meeting of 100 top institutes and CEOs, including IITs, and set the target. And he said that agriculture, defense, health, and climate change, cyber security, 5, 6, these major issues he mentioned, and he bracketed together these 6 issues and said that we have to do on all these major. So agriculture is top 5, 6, not vertically, I'm talking horizontally. Talking horizontally means equal importance to health, to agriculture, to climate change and all these. So that means that country is poised and already decided to take agriculture to new heights. And my friends like Rajveer Singh and others sitting in ICR, one of my friend was mentioning about NAS system. Now it is called NARI system. NARI, National Agriculture Research, Extension and Education. All are getting very, very great importance. So what I feel and I want to convey to my dear student friends, never get disappointed that you are not you are not inferior to any field, let me tell you, any subject. That's what I want to convey. And that's what Hari Krishna said, that we never thought that computer engineer and agriculture scientists will be working together for the betterment of science and betterment of agricultural science. So very, very important. So I encourage you that you are in a wonderful field, and Andhra Pradesh has been in a forefront in applying technology in agriculture, horticulture and all. So I thank the state government also, because they have been very technology savvy. Your chief minister have been very technology savvy, very, very technology savvy. So great future for you all. As a Vice Chancellor, I want to just mention 2, 3 things to you. That education means what? Education is just not, getting degree and getting job. One of our Hindi poets said sometime, Maithili Sargoth was a national poet. Dr. Pandey knows. He said that, शिक्षे तुम्हारा नाश हो, तुम नौकरी के हित बनी. he scolded, that he cursed the education, that one single aim of education is getting some job. It's not. Making you a responsible citizen, making you a very responsible Indian, making you a very responsible citizen of this world. My dear friends, civilization is facing 4 major challenges. The word, our Ramana said that its agriculture is not simply agriculture. He mentioned the civilization word. Food security, water security, energy security, and climate change. These are 4 major challenges to civilization. I'm talking civilization, that not, the reference is not to India only, but to the world whole. And as an agricultural scientist, and as an agricultural entrepreneur, you are responsible for all these 4. So that's why your responsibility is big. That's why what you have to understand, the basic ethos of education in India has been, in Sanskrit says, Vidya dadati vinayam, vinayat yati patratam, patratat dhanam uptani, dhanat dharmah tatah sukham. What it says, the first output of the Vidya education is vinamrata, humility. And with humility, it brings capacity and capability. If humility is not there, you cannot develop capacity and capability. Please remember. And once you develop capacity, capability, then you earn. Earn money means earn money, position, this and that. हम yes कहते हैं उसको. We never say that paisa is not yes. And then, if once you get, then you do dharma, good work. And after that only you get happiness. It's not now people, the last few years have been Vidya dadati dhanam, dhanam dadati sukham. It's not true. So that we have to understand, one. And the other very important thing for you as a student, I want to mention, that education doesn't mean education. There have been, 3 kind of, power. And that one power is your, means Vidya, Dhan, Vidya, dusra position or takat, even, and third is your, this, Vidya vivadaya dhanam madaya shakti hi pari jnanaya danaya cha. Either it is wealth or it is takat or it is Vidya. If you are using it for good purposes, then you are sadhu. And if you are using it for bad purposes, if you are an educated person, then you create, lot of complexities in the organization. You might be seeing, RTI and all those, they keep on doing, certain people, they're like that. So, विद्या के साथ अगर विवाद, विद्या है तो विवाद कर रहे हैं, धन है तो मद आ रहा है, घमंड आ रहा है, और पावर है तो आप दूसरे को परेशान करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. ये 3 अगर करते हैं तो इन्हीं 3 अस्त्रों का यूज आप सबसे ज्यादा दुष्ट के रूप में आपका जो नाम होगा. और अगर ऐसा नहीं है तब आप साधु कहे जाएंगे. ये एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज आपको ध्यान रखना है. बी ए फर्स्ट रिक्वायरमेंट इज बी ए गुड ह्यूमन बीइंग. Boys and girls, please make it your life. Remember this. Up to date, this one. Be a good human being. Another thing I tell my student, that life minus happiness is equal to 0. If you are not happy, whatever position, whatever wealth, whatever degree you are having, you are a poor person. So life minus happiness is equal to 0. And I remind one statement of Dr. Mangalara Sahab, who used to cite that expectation minus achievement is equal to frustration. Expectation minus achievement is equal to frustration. इस इम्ब्राग्लियो में हम लोग बहुत फंसे हुए हैं. So manage. Either you reduce little expectation or you increase your hard work and get more achievement, but don't land into frustration. Don't land into frustration. Life is a beautiful thing. Enjoy it, live it. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Sir. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Indramaneji, for your gracious presence and thought-provoking message. I am confident that our postgraduate students got fully inspired and ignited. and your message is very loud and clear. On behalf of Angru fraternity, I immensely thank you for delivering a very quality speech fortified with your experience and expertise. Thank you, sir. I think now this is the time to welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam to deliver her message.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, the chief guest of today's function, Dr. Rajbir Singh, Deputy Director General Extension, and Dr. Indramani ji, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and Dr. Palnimuthu sir, and Dr. Hari Kishan, Dr. Manish Pandey, and other dignitaries, and organizing committee, and dear students, and the delegates, good morning to you all. First of all, I congratulate the organizing committee and the students for selecting this title, Agri-Tech Nexus, Bridging Science, Sustainability and Food Security. After the independence, to feed the growing population, the Green Revolution has played a pivotal role. After that, lot of developments and many technologies were developed in the agricultural sciences. But at this present day, we see many things, even Acharya N.G.Ranga Agriculture University also contributed much for the agricultural sciences. We have released many varieties, 500 varieties. Our rice varieties also playing a much role. 2/3 of national production is from our rice varieties, and groundnut also contributing for 55% of the national production. But at present, we are facing many challenges, the climate change and scarcity of resources, and we are concerned about the soil health, and we are worried about many challenges being faced by the farmers. So as scientists, we feel that this type of conferences will definitely help the scientists and the farmers and the students, because the students, they'll get the opportunity to have how they can present their research and how they can have the discussions with the experts, and this type of challenges and this type of discussions will definitely keep the agricultural sciences in forefront. So we see many a time the farmer is facing the challenges like climate change. So here we have to see the challenges of climate change, how we can bridge the science and the technology, or bridge the science and sustainability. So most of the times the farmer is aware of the normal, natural and sustainable practices, but still it should collaborate, or it should be in line with the agricultural technology. So as scientists or extension specialists, we need to create the awareness to the scientists, to the farmers, how the technology, agricultural technology can reach the farmer. So we have to see, we are now concerned about the soil health. So the soil, day by day, we are seeing the problem of the soil degradation we are observing, and we are facing the challenges of scarcity of natural resources like water and soil. So as scientists, we have seen many speakers, they have given what the seen in the agricultural sciences. So we need to bridge the science and the sustainability. So we have to promote the different ways of sustainability of our production, and also sustainability of agricultural practices itself at the field level. Ultimately, our farmers should be benefited, our agricultural sciences should be helpful to the nation's production. So we have to see the collaboration. So when we see the dais itself, we can see all the integration of different agricultural sciences. We can see the agricultural sciences and agricultural engineering along with the breeders and the production people. So here we have the opportunity to have the agricultural sciences in the collaborations and the integrations. So once we have the national and international collaborations and the integration of all the sciences, definitely we can give them much solutions for the present day challenges, and we can save the farmer, or we can help the farmer to have the sustainable production. So we have to see the sustainability in the production and also safety in the food production. That is, now we are concerned with the food safety and food security. Though we are producing much production, we are not taking the production to the each and every mouth of the nation. So we need to have the sustainability of the production and also see that each and every person will be benefited out of the production of the nation. So here we have to see the agricultural technology with the collaboration of national and international institutions and also with the collaboration of different sciences, and we should have the sustainability of the production and also sustainability of the agriculture itself, so that our resources, soil, water and every resources can be protected, and we'll have the normal way of life, not having any health problems to the human beings and also to the society, because nowadays we are facing the challenges. Most of the times, most of the human beings are facing the challenges of indiscriminate use of pesticides. Because of this, we are not able to save the human life itself. So we need to have the collaborations and integrations, and we have seen many genetic innovations and also many molecular breakthroughs in the agriculture sciences. So by integrating all the agriculture technology, which will help the farmer for the sustainability of the nation itself, will definitely this type of conferences will help. I hope all the students will get benefit out of the national and international conferences, and they learn from the eminent scientists. I hope this conference will give you the opportunity for learning from the eminent scientists. Thank you very much. I congratulate all the students for bringing this type of conferences and also getting all the delegates from the national level and also from USA and Taiwan. I thank all the students for this type of encouragement to the university, and also I congratulate all the students for participating in this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for your thought-provoking message. In fact, you have been the source of inspiration for all our students and the strength of our faculty. I promise you, madam, that our students will surely follow the path set by you and progress well in their lives with all your support, encouragement and blessings. Thank you, madam. Now let us move on to the next much awaited event, that is the keynote address by our distinguished chief guest. Before that, presentation of brief biodata of the keynote speaker, who is none other than Dr. Rajbir Singh Ji, Deputy Director General ICR. May I request now Ms. M. Kalyani, PhD scholar, to present the brief biodata of Dr. Rajbir Singh Ji.
A very good morning to all. Myself M. Kalyani, PhD scholar, Department of Agronomy. It gives me an immense pleasure to present our esteemed keynote speaker, Dr. Rajbir Singh Ji, Deputy Director General, Agriculture Extension, ICAR. He was born in Jakot, Kira, Hisar on 8 September 1970. He completed his BSc in 1992 and CCS Agriculture University, Hisar. MSc during 92, PhD during 96. His research areas are conservation agriculture, climate smart agriculture, precision farming, natural farming, and farming systems. Earlier, he worked as Assistant Director General in Agronomy, Agroforestry, Climate Change, NRM Division of ICAR, New Delhi. He worked in various capacities as scientist during 95 to 2004, senior scientist during 2004 to 2008 at Central Institute of Post-Harvest Engineering and Technology, and principal scientist at Indian Institute of Water Management, Bhubaneswar, and also worked as principal scientist, Natural Resource Division of ICAR, New Delhi. He worked as a director, ICAR Agricultural Technology Application Research Institute, Ludhiana. In recognition to his services in various cadres, he is awarded with Rafi Ahmad Kidwai Award for Outstanding Research in Agriculture Sciences in 2022 in the field of Natural Resource Management and Agricultural Engineering, and Nanaji Deshmukh ICAR Award for Outstanding Interdisciplinary Team Research in Agriculture and Allied Sciences as a team lead in 2019. Swami Sahajananda Saraswati Outstanding Award as an Extension Scientist of ICAR in 2016. Chaudhary Devi Lal Outstanding Award in All India Coordinate Research Project in 2011. He was a member of high power team for suggesting remedy for Whitefly in Haryana and Punjab in 2015, and also worked as chairperson of working group on promotion of straw management in Haryana. He is received an appreciation certificate awarded by Secretary Dare for effective contribution, dedication and commitment demonstrated for effective management of crop residue burning. And he received appreciation plaque awarded by Chief Minister of Punjab in 2019 for strengthening the KVKs of Punjab, popularizing the resource conservation technologies at scale and developing nutri gardens at KVKs for mitigating malnutrition. He was also a member of Indian delegation at COP28 in Dubai, COP29 at Baku. He was the Indian delegation member for developing district contingent plans for Zambia in 2024, and also an advisory committee for UNEP ILO, and a member of National Project Monitoring Committee for GEF7, and also secretary for HLMC of NICRA. He was a member of secretary of National Committee for Promotion of Natural Farming. He is a fellow of Indian Society of Agronomy, Horticulture Society of India, Society of Horticulture Research and Development, Society of Research Development in Agriculture. He is a recipient in recognition award by Society of Community Mobilization for Sustainable Development in 2020. Dr. Rajbir Singh Ji achieved the Lifetime Achievement Award by Society for Recent Development in Agriculture in 2020, and many more. In recognition to Dr. Rajbir Singh Ji contributions, we are privileged to invite him to share his thoughts with us today. Thank you.
Now may I request Dr. Rajbir Singh Ji, Deputy Director General, ICR New Delhi, to deliver keynote address. Dr. Rajbir Singh Ji, please.
Professor R. Shard. Humble personality. I was excited to see that the first vice chancellor was from TNAU, Dr. Gita Lakshmiji, and I was very surprised when I met you that this university is also having the lady vice chancellor. I was very, very proud of it. When I interacted with your vice chancellor, I found her a scholar, intellectual, humble, and a very practical lady. And I am sure that this university will rise to more height under your leadership. When we interacted, I promised to you that I will visit to your institution, and when I joined as DDG, and when I got a call from you, I immediately told that I will come for your program. So thank you, madam, for inviting me for this to interact with your students. I have many friends from Andhra Pradesh who are very good friends, and I know the contribution of university in the nation building, particularly for agriculture. I congratulate the organizers for a great efforts for national conference, and that too for the budding researchers. And I'm also impressed with the theme, Agri-Tech Nexus, and that bridging science, sustainability, and food security. I think bridging the gap and taking these two issues of sustainability and food security, without science we can't go ahead at large. I was just thinking on your title. I found that our honorable Prime Ministers of Bharat has given at different intervals different slogans. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. Later on it was added Jai Vigyan. And now it has been added that Jai Anusandhan. Sir, I was wondering that Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan and Jai Anusandhan, how to connect them? We salute no doubt the farmers, the science, the research, but how to connect it? I think the best part of it is the students who are sitting over here and the futuristic researchers and the extensionists. I think this is the pathway where we have strong coordination, collaboration, partnership, convergence with the farmers on one side, researcher on another side, and the policy implementer on the other side. All the three partners come together, and if they are working together, I think the things will move fast, swiftly, and the target set by 2047 that the Bharat can be Viksit Bharat, that can happen even before 2047, if we have wholehearted coordination, collaborations, and convergence. Friends, basically, I was excited with Dr. Palin Muthuji. He touched upon many issues, and I hope the students sitting over here attending this conference might have taken note of those things what highlighted by this Dr. Saab. Another issues highlighted by Dr. Indramani ji, happiness. Yes, I think at this stage, at the age of 54 years, I found that the part which I spent in university during the student days, that was the best part in my life till date. So you are passing through a very crucial phase of happiness. In life, always there will be struggle. The most excited phase is student life. I think all of us on this stage and the faculty of this university agree with my point that the student life is the best part of the life. So you are very lucky and you are passing through this happiness phase. So along with the happiness and gladness, develop your capabilities and capacities so that you may be known as for certain quality or traits of your personality. Now similarly, when we are talking about the connectivity, similarly there is a slogan even many times used by the Honorable Prime Minister of this country is lab to land. And he always urges all the researchers and scientists that come up so that we can change the scenario by the process of land to land, lab to land. His emphasis is that what's happening in the research laboratories, that should percolate it to the ground zero at farmers' field. And that part is most important because the research done, if it is not replicated, it's of no use to the society. So how to connect science with society? This is a big, huge task with us. Of delivery, how to deliver it, how to implement it. That is also equally important because researchers and farmers, they have a huge gap of understanding. what we are thinking over here, farmers think something else. We are unable to convince him that this can happen if you do this. He takes the things on other hand and unable to take the, or even if he agree with that, while going back to his village or his farm, his mind changes several times. So again, the replication of the technology what he has shown at the research farm, that many times don't go at the farmer's field. There is disconnection. And this disconnection has to be removed, this gap has to be bridged with the connections. Prachar, Prasar or Vistar. And that we call it as a extension. And when we call it as an extension, then the connection how to be built with the farmers and the researchers and the whole process, that is a challenging task for all of us. In last 7-8 decades, green revolution has happened and we have come up with huge successes. Globally, we are known for green revolution and the even in the after effects of or the bad effects of green revolution or green revolution, because basically green revolution was for the cereals only, rice, wheat. What happened with the pulses, what happened with the oil seeds, what happened with the other millets, all gone down, whereas they increase exponentially. So this trend has to be again reversed. ICRISAT friends are there. They understand what are the issues. But I will tell you good things only here. Good thing happened in last 1 decade. Pulse production increased by 70% in the country. There were 3 reasons for that. And Professor Misraji also agree with me that seed and the technology and the policy, these 3 things came together, and that's how the country had a jump of 70% increase in pulses production. Seed hub concept was come in the scenario. 100 KVKs were involved, 100 research institutes were involved, where we have developed, seed hubs for the availability of seed to the farmers of the pulses. And that's if seed is available with the farmer at appropriate time, and similarly if the technology is backstopping is also with the farmers, then the things will change for the production. But production, what happens after production, that is also very, very important, where the policy, in the policy role in the form of procurement and the price or the MSP, all things happen simultaneously, and that's resulted into 70% increase in the pulse production. We can even again by 2026, Professor Indramaniji was telling that we should be having, self-sufficiency. We can have it, but the 3 things has to be maintained and simultaneously. Similarly, oil seed, fertilizer consumption, fertilizer use, these 2 things are again very important, which require, because huge of money is being piped out of the country through import of pulses, import of oil seeds and fertilizer. I will not go in detail of those things, but the real point which I wanted to come here is that extension is the most important thing which has played a great role from the green revolution to till date in agriculture production and all the green or the revolution happening at different positions. So taking those things in the mind, I was planning to have Seeding the Future KVKs as a catalyst in the agri-tech, sustainability and food. I've been given only 10 minutes. While showing this technical program, I have been given 20 minutes. So I was thinking, because I having 10-12 slides, and it will take more time, so it will be very difficult to to sum up those things. But I will try that how quickly I finish it. Give me some. Okay. So to start with, I again say good morning. Good morning. Good noon. No, there is, Josh is lacking. Good morning. Good noon. Okay, now I think energy has a bit, you know, youthfulness is the source of energy. So if you are energetic, the others will feel energetic. And that's why people say that a teacher never become old because he is, having the company of students. So that part is very, very important. So I hope that you are not getting bored. And can I have this slide mover? Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. It's visible to you, all the students. It's visible. Last line. Okay. So friends, I have 10, 12 slides to show up that what is the role of extension, what I was talking about, the Prachar, Prasar and Vistar, and how we connect the science with the society, how we connect the researchers with the farmer. This is a big job, and if we do it nicely, definitely the things will be quite different for the at practical level. Is under immense pressure because we have ever growing population, we have to preserve our natural resources, and we have to navigate the climate change. Climate change is a big issue. I can talk hours together for climate change. In between, I will try to cite one or two case studies where the climate change has impacted farmers, not only farmers, small and marginal farmers more difficultly. This agri-tech next security in a loop. When we talk about the science, we have to harness the new science coming, particularly AI, IoT, biotechnologies, and remote sensing, so that we can generate real-time insights and smarter interventions and solutions. Sustainability is again very important because we have to think for the future, for the next generation. Definitely, this is very, very important part. So integrating eco-friendly, eco-efficiently, regenerative and climate smart practices to protect our ecosystem, to sustain the production and to increase our productivity. And the food security, again, ensuring not just the availability of food, but its accessibility, its affordability, its nutritive value and resilience across the time and the space. So these things has to be integrated, and we can have the solutions if science is taken in that spirit. Friends, by 2030 the world population will be 10 billion, and we will be requiring 60% more food what we are producing today. So at what cost? We don't have the land to expand. So with the same piece of land, with the less resources available with us day by day, and without damaging the planet. So overall, if we can see that we have the challenges where we have to maintain our food security on one side, sustainability on the other side, but these two things can be done if we have the precise application of the science at different time and scale. Next. This is this slides. Next slide, please. This is the slide where I have emphasized to show traditional versus digital approach. Friends, crop monitoring is a very, very important part. Earlier, what farmer was doing, that farmer was going physically in the farm, observing the field, plants, and then understand is there any problem. But now we have the tools with us, whether it is satellite based. So we have to connect the satellite, but Professor Mani was telling that space science and agriculture. So from space to satellite to soil, these has to be integrated, and we have those technology where we can integrate all these sciences for the productivity. So we have to have such type of system, and there are particularly ISRO has come up with the RESAT satellite, which is being monitored for the crop health remotely. So we can sit here and we can see what's happening in my field. Earlier it was not we have to go to the field and then observe the things. So the things are changing Similarly, in pest management, you know, from here we can understand what is happening with with the AI-powered predictive models we have. ICRISAT has come up with the, groundnut-based pest outbreak predictions using AI, and so these sciences has a great role now, which can easily transform the traditional agriculture practices. Similarly, yield prediction, we have accurate models with us where we can have farmer training. Earlier we had, in-person workshop or training, 2 days, 3 days, 7 days. Like that, we were having the interaction sessions with the farmers for imparting training. But now we have digital green interactive videos in the same language what the farmer understand. I think using these AI-powered image recognitions and these solutions can further improve the capacity building program of the farmers. Next. Similarly, you can see real-time decision support system we have. Probably these things you are going through your research projects also. The most important thing in this is market linkage and price forecasting. That is very, very important. Farmers is easily, produce their produce, but how to market it, where to market it, how to get the maximum prices, that is the biggest challenge. So now we have the system in place where we can have all the knowledge about the price happening in the different part of the country, even internationally also. So these platforms can be used in that capacity, and where we can use farmers by giving him the tips how to market his produce with the higher rates. Next. So friends, this is what happening. I wanted to show up that by end of 2023, the country had 2,800 agri-tech starts up, and by April 2025 latest data, there is an increase of 45%. That is more than 4,100 agri-tech starts up has come within a span of only 15 months. Now funding, if you go for the funding, in last 1 decade, Indian agri-tech startup has raised $2.4 billion in last 1 decade. In 2023 only, Indian agri-food tech startup raised around $1 billion, though it decreased in 60% in 2022, but in 2024 again it has increased, and the growth will be much higher in 2025, what we have predicted. The main statistics, you will find that Indian agriculture market is touching around 38 lakh crore rupees in next 4-5 years. And India is a key hub for agri-tech innovations, along with the United States of America, United Kingdom, Canada, and Germany, with Bangalore being a leading city hub. And government initiatives are also supporting the growth of agri-tech startup through funding scheme and incubation programs. Though this is one point where our young generation has come up in the form of startup, they have, though I agree that there are many problems while they starting their startups, but the things are changing, and the ecosystem will change with the similarly the FPOs, farmers producer organization. In last 5 years, the target was 10,000though there are many happening, where the water will come. We have never thought around this thing, but the farmer has thought. My point here is that in the research system, farmers has to be involved so that practical solutions can be devised. And what Professor Mani ji is doing, he is keeping farmers always with him. You know, in Uttar Pradesh, 1 million hectare area was under pigeon peaser. मैं पहले भी आपसे बात किया था. Whole area has vanished, and this has moved to Maharashtra. And you have also bred some of the unique varieties also. And those varieties can transform the whole scenario in the country. Because pigeon pea is selling at the rate of 200 rupees. And some of farmers which came there in Modipuram, they were telling that, and you also told that 1 lakh rupees per acre they are earning. So these are the things where I know that in the research system, if innovative farmers are involved, the speed of extension will be much higher. Number one. Number two is that lab to land program will be more strengthened with the presence of the farmers, because farmers will guide the scientists that this can happen if you only, you know, the variety what we are producing, madam, hardly 10% varieties are being in the farm. And I congratulate you, your university, your variety of rice is MTU series. This is still prevalent in Bihar, Chhattisgarh and around those areas. I congratulate the faculty of this institution. MTU, madam, नाम क्या research है? हाँ, वहाँ से जो varieties निकल रही है आज भी डॉक्टर साहब ईस्टर्न उत्तर प्रदेश, बिहार, Jharkhand, even Andhra
In
Pradesh.
99, we brought trucks of load of rice seed from Marituru to Devariya.
Yes.
We were working on a project
So, I
called
congratulate
truck
you.
of seed from Marituru to Devariya. And Devariya is, bordering to Bihar.
Yes.
So we were working on
And
farmer
probably
field
maybe to the Nepal also.
Yeah.
So what you are doing here, it is being
in a
spread across.
project we brought from Marituru to there.
My point here is, I am showcasing this thing, that farmer is the best judge to decide the technology. You give him 10 varieties, he will tell which variety is better. Because what is the difference between an innovative farmer and the researcher? Only difference is that we have the data. We know how it happened. हमने वो दाने गिन लिए, पेनिकल्स गिन लिया, टीलर्स गिन लिए, उसको एनालाइज कर लिया. That's what we have with us. Farmers उसको नहीं जानता बस. वो total को देखेगा. We are a plot scientist, they are a field scientist. The innovative farmers are field researchers or field scientists. So we have to take their advice, particularly the technology which are related to natural resource management. They have better solution. They can design the better solution. So I will, with this story, I will, one more example I was interested to give what you are talking about, the circular economy, but it will take a lot of time. Looking into the time, I will stop here because I have many things to be, but that will take more time. So, madam, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I'm very thankful to all the young budding researchers, scientists, futuristic agriculturists. Whatever you do with happiness. Try what Dr. Vice Chancellor Sahab has told, that happiness, life minus happiness is zero. Don't be zero. Yes, very good, good equation. My best wishes. I am very thankful to the university for giving me this opportunity to interact with your students, with your faculty. I have many regards for you and your contribution, what I have told. My best wishes for this national seminar, and I hope that many good things will emerge from this discussion, and long live this university. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, respected Rajbir Singh ji. Through your keynote address, we have come to understand that the bridge between science and food security can be built by the student community. Key is, of course, for opening the lock, and through your keynote address, we have unlocked the potential of our main theme, and it is for the young agri-coast to explore the potential. The various concepts you have touched upon are quite novel and curious. Your ground level work with farming community during the early period, coupled with your vision for the farmers' prosperity, clearly reflected in your keynote address, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your for enlightening all of us. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for enlightening all of us. Thank you. Next event. Next, this is felicitation to the chief guest and other dignitaries. And now I request Ms. Praizi to organize the event.
We are now honored We now proceed with the felicitation of our chief guest and the esteemed dignitaries on the dais. May I kindly request Dr. R. Sharada Jayalakshmi Madam, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Acharya N.G.Ranga Agriculture University, to felicitate Dr. Rajbir Singh Sir, Deputy Director General, ICAR. I would also invite Dr. A.V. Ramana Sir, Dean of Postgraduate Studies, and Dr. M.V. Ramana Sir, Associate Dean, to come forward and accompany to begin the ceremony. Next, to felicitate Professor Dr. Indramani Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Maharashtra. Next, to felicitate Dr. V. Palanimuthu Sir, Director, NIFTEM, Tanjavur, Tamil Nadu. Felicitate Dr. Harikishan Sudhini Sir, Principal Scientist, Groundnut Pathology, ICRISAT, Hyderabad. Felicitate Dr. Manish K. Pandey Sir, Principal Scientist, Groundnut Genomics, Genetic Gains Program, ICRISAT, Hyderabad. Our chief guest, Dr. Rajbir Singh sir, and other guests to felicitate Dr. R. Sharda Jayalakshmi Madam, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Acharya N.G.Ranga Agriculture University. Next to President of our program, Dr. A.V. Ramana sir, Dean of Postgraduate Studies. Now I request President of the function, Dr. A.V. Ramana sir, Dean of PG Studies, to conduct the proceedings. Thank you.
Now I may request Mr. K.C. Balaji to propose vote of thanks.
Esteemed dignitaries and participants, a pleasant good afternoon to one and all. Myself, K.C. Balaji, MBA AB from Department of Agribusiness Management and a student organizing secretary. I feel honored to have an opportunity to express my profound and more sincere gratitude to all those who have made this event a grand success. Let me start by expressing my gratitude to the Almighty God for making this inaugural function a resounding success. First and foremost, on behalf of our university, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Chief Guest and Keynote Speaker, Dr. Rajbir Singh Ji, Deputy Director General, Agriculture Extension, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, New Delhi, for gracing this occasion in spite of his busy schedule. Thank you, sir, for enlightening and enriching us with your wealthy learnings and experiences. And I deeply extend my thanks to distinguished guests, Professor Dr. D. Indramani Ji, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Vasantarao Nayak, Martwada, Krishi Vidyapith, Prabhani, Maharashtra. Thank you, sir. It is a great pleasure for us to have here. And I extremely thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. R. Sharada Jayalakshmi Devi Madam, for her constant encouragement to make this national conference a significant event. Thank you so much, Madam. And I wish to express my gratitude to the guest of honor, Dr. V. Palamithu sir, Director, NIFTEAM, Tanjavur, Tamil Nadu, and Dr. Harikishan Sudhini, Principal Scientist, Groundnut Pathology, ICRISAT, Hyderabad, and Dr. Manish K. Pandey sir, Principal Scientist, Groundnut Genomics, ICRISAT, Hyderabad, for attending this inaugural function and delivering the inspirational address to all the participants. Thank you, sir. I extend my profound thanks and gratitude to the President of today's function, Dr. A.V. Ramana sir, Dean of Postgraduate Studies, ANGRU, for monitoring us in smooth conduct of the program. And I would like to express sincere thanks to the Dr. V. Sumati Madam, ADR, RARS Tirupati, for taking time to being part of this inaugural function. And I express my heartfelt thanks to our beloved Associate Dean sir, M.V. Ramana sir, who has stood by us, guided us, and motivated us. Thank you so much, sir, for your constant and continuous support for making this event a grand success. And I immensely thanks Dr. D. Subramaniam sir, Organizing Secretary, Dr. V. Jyoti Madam, Co-Organizing Secretary, and Dr. B. Ramanamurthy sir, Teacher Coordinator, and Dr. M.S.V. Chalam sir, OSA, and Student Organizing Secretaries, M. Kalyani, V. Mohan, Pawan Kalyan, for supporting in all works and making the program a grand success. I take this opportunity to thank all the lead speakers for making this consent to our invitation, for delivering their valuable research contribution towards their respective disciplines. And a special thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor of Sri Venkateswara Veterinary University and Associate Dean of College of Veterinary Sciences for providing the auditorium for successful conduct of this event. An event of these dimensions cannot be happen overnight. When the wheels started in months in advance, we have been fortunate enough to have backed by the team of committed faculty and student of SV Agriculture College Tirupati. A big round of applause to them. And I would like to take a moment to thank all the committee members who were actually involved in leveraging all the facilities for providing the smooth conduct of this event. And finally, I thank all the supporting staff, print and electric media, and all the people who worked behind the screen to make this event. And last but not least, I would like to express my gratitude to the each and every participant of the national conference for making the active involvement. Thank you for being a part of this prestigious conference. We hope that the knowledge gained here will be shared and collaborations will be made, and the experiences gained during this event will serve as a catalyst for personal and professional growth of each and every student who have attended this conference. By chance, if I have not mentioned anyone, kindly accept my heartful gratitude. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Mr. Balaji. Now there are one or two announcements to be made by organizing secretary.
Thank you, sir. Already lunch is available at Swarnamukhi Guest House. Please, all are requested to attend immediately. Apart from that, poster session 1 and poster session 2, already the venue is UZ Examination Hall, 3rd floor. All are requested to rush up and then paste your posters immediately, because by 2 o'clock we have the poster session inauguration by the Honorable Vice Chancellor. This is regarding that. Then coming to the theme-wise, all the themes are 1, 2, 3 at SVAG College, Tirupati College campus itself, and 4th theme is here only. Please, again, we have the buses at food court. We will come back again. Please, all should assemble at Swarnamukhi Guest House for lunch. The VIP, all the delegates and staff members attended for this function also requested to attend the food at Swarnamukhi Guest House. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Let us all stand for a national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे